What's up? This episode of the podcast is brought to you by
MMA Coliseum, the show.
The show. That's just a part of it now, dude. We need to
told
bring it
you,
up
dude.
every time.
Yes.
It's somehow ingrained. Somebody commented the other day, the show.
I've won.
You did win this one.
I
honestly.
win. And if this were an MMA fight where you and I were going to fight, which I would win.
Oh, no.
You know where you could find the video for the promo, right?
On YouTube?
Yeah.
MMA Coliseum, the show?
The show.
I mean, technically it's only the show, but like is more the more times we say it, the better it is for him, I think.
The channel's blowing up. You can find your promos, knockouts. Jeremy just keeps putting it out. Highlights, whatever you want.
He's literally gotten like 200 plus subscribers over the last like week.
Exactly.
You guys need to get on board.
Because it's quality content.
GameStop, remember that whole thing? We all got on board, made a bunch of money.
MMA Coliseum, the show?
Yes.
To the moon. All right?
It's
awesome.
Subscribe,
check it out.
like, do whatever you want to do. Share it, watch.
Truly.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments that you are doing this.
He might even start recording kind of like an MMA talk show, like in a podcast himself. So
literally, that's
subscribe, let them know, and then drop a comment if they're on and let them know we sent you.
Yep. Thanks, dude. Let's start the show.
Love you, Jeremy.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
And we're back.
We're back.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. Two Fuggin idiots. Welcome.
What's up, dude?
Not much. How you doing, brother?
Wait a minute. My name is Jordan.
Oh, and I'm Robbie.
We don't ever do that. And I've actually had somebody ask me what your name was. And I was like, we forgot to say our names. After
I thought you were going to say you forgot what my name was.
No. I remembered because it's like when you hate someone so fucking much.
Yeah. Just like, I live rent free in your brain is what you're saying.
Yeah, I have a list and everybody on the list is your name. And I want to cross one off, but I can't because you're still there. What's up?
You have a list?
Yeah, a list.
Like Gary Sinise and is that Gary Sinise?
Steve Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison?
They're pretty close looking, honestly. They've had some similar roles.
Rude. I just watched The Big Lebowski this like past week. I had 2 hours of free time for the first time ever. Cheers. Hey.
Oh,
have a visitor.
I'm doing the party.
Oh,
That's my son, Jordan. I don't know if
I can't remember his
met him before.
It's Chandler.
Yeah.
Chandler.
Special, our first guest
on the podcast.
Look at him when he was 1, and look at him now.
He's 11. No,
that's right,
dude. I'm just never gonna get it.
No, you're close.
Drinking coffee, my dad is.
This is
all right.
Best case scenario.
Off the rails.
And I have a minion.
That's true.
Honestly, this is already more interesting than anything you and I have ever said. He did chew on metal. All right, babe. I'll come get you. I'll come play when the podcast is over. Okay.
And my dad has whatever this thing is.
He has a lot of those.
I have a lot. Yeah, I definitely do. All right, I love you. Bye.
Bye,
have
buddy.
Fun. Uncle Jordan says bye.
All right.
That son of a bitch. I told him to stay out of here while I was doing the podcast.
If Steph comes in.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Anyway, so what did you say you were watching?
Who cares anymore? Okay. You know, I'm just so angry. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I was watching Big Lebowski. Crazy movie. If you've ever seen it, they were saying that Gary Sinise's character, Steve Buscemi, whatever, was a figment of his imagination. And
really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all that stuff is just too much for me, dude. I don't know.
I feel like it's fun to delve into for like 12 minutes.
Dude.
But then as you go on, you're like, okay, if everything was a dream, then what is reality? Like whatever.
It messes me up because then I'll be like driving home from work and I'll almost be home and I'm like, what if I got into an accident 5 minutes ago and this is like the DMT in my brain making me think I'm still alive so that I'm not dealing with the trauma of bleeding out in my vehicle.
It's possible.
Too heavy? Was but that I mean, too much?
A little bit. Yeah, you kind of took it a little far. I was just thinking of like those like Harry Potter, for instance, when they're just like, what if it was all just a dream?
Oh, because he lived under the
and
the
you're
stairs.
Like, okay,
spoiler alert.
I guess if you really want to, ruin your own, feelings about what the movie was or the story was.
I actually have always wanted to be able to lucid dream. Do you know what that is? Lucid dreaming?
Yeah, dude. I listened to Joe Rogan a lot when I was like 24. I don't know how old I was. And I tried some Alpha Brain, right? Some on it Alpha Brain.
Okay.
It was like a free trial, whatever. And I was like, dude, I could stand to be smarter. Who could?
I'm gonna be laser focused.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be beaming on my tasks. And I didn't really feel like there was any sort of benefit, but I was having goddamn nightmares. Like I was afraid to fall asleep, like for real. I was like, oh, great. I'm just going to be chased by like chainsaw headed clowns. Like, great. Here we go again. And so I did it for probably 3 or 4 days. And in his podcast, his ad reads, he's always like, it's a money back guarantee. Let us know if it sucks. You'll give you your money back. I called and was like, I don't think it sucks. It's just not for me. Like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It was too hard for me.
That's a nice job pulling it back a little bit because someday Joe Rogan might listen to this podcast. If he might be right now.
Yeah, he probably
is.
I'm saying? He listens to anything so that he can talk about it himself on his own podcast.
Yes. I'm gonna listen this week and see if he mentions the Two Fuggin Idiots podcast.
Fingers crossed.
I lucid dreamed once in my life. I've always wanted to do it. And I've had some crazy dreams over the years, but as some people may know, I habitually smoked marijuana for for a portion of my life. And that you're right. I'm sorry.
Continue.
Honestly, you're right. I think we should just end it here. We have to end our friendship once an episode. But it takes your dreams away pretty much. Like you'll dream every now and then, but it really doesn't. Yeah. Like it kind of inhibits you from dreaming. And that's the one thing that I've people who have quit are always like, I started dreaming again. It's awesome. So I quit. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see that. I quit. So now I'm like, my dreams are kind of crazy and I'm trying to get back into lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
And I like dove into lava in my dream once because I knew it was a dream. I like realized halfway through and I was like, we'll see if this is a dream or not. Thank God it was.
Yeah. I mean, you probably wouldn't survive. I'm just saying, lava's like it's borderline, like pretty warm.
Yeah. And it's a little warm, but I like to take super hot showers. So I don't know.
Honestly, it might feel, how like sometimes when something is so cold, it feels hot.
Yeah.
I bet you lava's like cool breeze, bro.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's totally fine.
It's so hot that it's like lukewarm, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
We should smelt some iron. Smelt? Is that the I'm smelting?
I feel like you're pronouncing it weird.
Smelt,
but I don't know how to pronounce it either. So
I love gold. And we should just pour it on our bodies and see what happens, right?
You could. I think there's like some science that like you can like touch it and it won't hurt you because like there isn't enough like time. I don't know, dude. It's kind of like fire walking, how people just like walk over the coals and it doesn't hurt them because they're just like evenly putting pressure. They're not stepping hard. They're whatever. I've watched a lot of Mythbusters, so I'm basically a scientist.
Honestly, I think you qualify. Nice shirt, by the way.
Yeah, dude, it's Polaroid. It has a mountain on it.
Ooh, pull it up.
Let's
see them titties.
We got it right before we came out here because I'm surrounded by mountains.
Yes, you are.
I'm already like super impressed by them.
Mm.
Like the first time we came out here, I wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Like literally, I was driving in the highway and I was like, "Look at that one!" And Steph was like, "Can you please just drive? Like,
I got
I'll
a few
drive,
pictures,
and you
sent me a
can
few.
take pictures of mountains."
Yeah.
But like we were outside today for we had a thing outside, and there's just a huge I don't need to explain what it was.
Yeah, just a thing.
Just a thing. And
you murdered somebody.
There's just a huge mountain like right by where we were.
Yep.
And I was just like,
where was that?
It's where I work.
Where's the body buried, Jordan?
Wherever I put it, I don't remember.
Good answer. Carry on.
But no, we were just standing there and I was just like, does anybody else think it's crazy that there's a fucking mountain right there? Like, it's still crazy to me. I'm sure it'll wear off at some point. Because I'm sure the locals are just like, whatever. It's kind of how we are. Like, if I saw a Culver's, I wouldn't be like, look, a Culver's. I'd be like, yeah, there's ones every 10 miles here. Like,
I get excited every time. Thick boy problems, dude. I got my thick boy on. I feel like, do you think people from Reno would come out to Lakeville, Illinois and be like, oh, did you see that cornfield? Did you see that super flat grass?
Oh my
and
God.
Those trees?
There's a squirrel and he like went up the tree.
Oh my gosh. I bet he's collecting nuts.
I'm sure there'd be some things that we take for granted that they would be like, wow, we can see the horizon instead of having this fucking monstrous rock in our way.
There's no way. I feel like everyone's got to hate it, bro. It's not that special in here.
I feel like it's not, just because I lived there for so long. Are you being watched?
Why is he looking at me, dude? Hey, piss off, kid. All right.
He's looking both directions. Like he's like, his eyes are looking to the right.
Oh, he's cross-eyed. Thanks, Jordan.
Yeah, dude. So how's your week? Good?
Yeah, it was good, dude. I don't know. It's just I had to work, and honestly, I've been making positive changes in my life, and I've just been feeling so much better.
Yeah,
you know,
that's good.
Like, not even
I feel
a
like
joke.
this podcast is a catalyst to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it really
for one,
is.
There's a lot to do out here. We still have boxes all over the place, but like,
yeah,
I wake up every morning like, I hope something ridiculous happens to me today, so I can talk about it in 4 days.
Yeah. I got stabbed the other day and I was like, oh, can't wait to tell this story on the podcast, you know?
Dude, I had to take some classes this week at work.
Okay.
And it was all about, how others perceive you, there was a bunch of them, but
you love that, by the way. You're like hungry for information. I feel like
I'm like annoyingly just, I can't stop. It's really
you
annoying.
can stop there. You're just annoying. You know what I mean? Just
no. So one of the classes was about like, how others perceive you and you want to set a good example, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I have a podcast called Two Fucking Idiots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be able to spin that anyway. Like, I'm not going to be able to like, well, yeah, it's called that, but it's about, friendship.
This is not an intellectual podcast by any means.
So I was like, I'm just not going to say anything forever.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it alone. But one thing about the class that was awesome. First of all, the guy that taught the class, all of the classes, was super awesome. Done it for a long time. He literally had like an answer for everything that I was like, I'm never going to get to that point. But the one thing that he did, and it's probably the best like characteristic of anybody that's teaching anything, is he never like made you feel stupid for being stupid.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
And there's a lot of stupid people. I mean, we're not going to talk about your coworkers, but
so in the class he'd be like, for instance, he'd be like, what's 2 + 2, guys? And all of us were sitting there. First of all, nobody ever talks because it's just like embarrassing to speak in public for some reason. Like, yeah, it's so uncomfortable. Even if you know the answer, you could be like, Robbie, where'd you grow up? And you'd be like, I don't want to say. I don't.
Me?
Yeah, exactly. So our group was pretty good. We spoke up most of the time because it's only 6 of us. So it's kind of like, okay. But the one thing that he kept saying was like, all right, guys, we're going to do a new thing. What's 2 + 2? And even if you gave the wrong answer, you could be like, 5. Instead of him being like, you're so close, bro. You're so close, which would still be a good way to respond.
Yeah.
He was like, it could be 5. It could be. A lot of people think it's 4. Who knows? That's why we need to participate. And this is why I'm here this week, guys. It was just like every single time he had a positive reaction.
Yo, science and also math in a way are always changing. We haven't even figured it out yet. Who knows?
Literally, dude, literally. And once I started snickering to myself about that concept of him making up like these positive reactions, almost every time I was like, stop laughing, Jordan. Like, stop. I couldn't stop because he was just being a good, instructor. And
it's almost like it's almost cute, in a weird way. Like it's endearing. You're like, oh, you are.
It was, yeah.
Like, I find myself like in a room where someone's talking a lot of the time being like, okay, I see what you did there. I'm not gonna laugh loud enough for you to know, but
yeah, I was like, we all have masks on too, so I was just like smirking to myself, just like, he did it again.
Dude.
And none of the answers were as bad as 5 versus 4. Of
course,
they were super close, but it was just really funny that like he never, like, he had an idea what he wanted to be the answer, and if it wasn't, he was quick to be like, I really appreciate you guys, contributing to this class.
Yeah, totally.
I'm here. You guys are here. Life is good. Let's get down to business. Like, it was just, it was really good though.
That's awesome.
It was a fun class.
How do I get, that's the job I feel like I need to have. I feel like I'm built for that. How do I get paid to do that?
I think you just need to like walk into a place with a clipboard
and just tell them,
just
be like, you owe me 100,000, round them up.
Yeah. Just be like, I'm Robbie. I'm here to teach defense against dark arts. And when they're like, what is that? You could be like, everybody needs to get in the locker room right now. I need to tell them about what I need to tell them and provide motivation.
Avada Kedavra! See, like, you weren't ready.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, dude. You could do it for sure. You probably had to take some like seminars just to like be qualified as like, I'm an officially qualified Tony Robbins spokesperson.
Yeah. I think that there's one of two ways. Either you do what you said and you just decide that's what you are,
Yeah.
And you somehow convince other people. And I guess if you can convince them, then you're in the right place, right? Then you're doing the right thing. Or I just like get in at the ground level somewhere, work super hard for like 30 years,
Probably.
Put in the time, put in the effort, get a couple of degrees, and then I'll just moonlight in my later, like in the shitty years, like
when like your
40.
knees are broken, and your hips don't lie.
Dude, I'm already there, baby. What's up? Don't make me stand up. I'm not in my normal spot today, so I'm mobile.
Yeah,
right,
Robbie's
I can stand
in
up on a dime.
Different selection of his house.
I am. I'm in Sawyer's room.
That was the child we saw earlier.
That's my son. Yeah, he's 6.
Yeah, we gotcha.
Yeah. So I tried to lock him out, but apparently I didn't lock the door. So
oh, good.
Awkward. But no, yeah, I along those same lines, I watched a new TV show this week. Have you seen Ted Lasso? Have you heard of it?
No, but that's
Jason
familiar.
Jason Sudeikis just won like male comedian of the year at the Golden Globes, I think.
Who fucking cares?
Over Eugene Levy. Dude, I agree, except for it fucked me up, man. That show changed my life. I'm not even kidding. I don't even know. Like, I feel almost embarrassed talking about it to people because I get way too excited about things just my whole life. Like, I'll talk for 25 minutes about something that doesn't matter because to me, I think that I picked up on a little bit of symbolism,
Sure.
I'm like, I think I got it. And in the show, I don't want to give it all away, I guess, but he's an American football coach who gets hired. I'm sorry, guys. You better mute it if you're going to watch it. It's on Apple TV. We're not sponsored by them, by the way. Oh, we'll get to it. So, the whole thing is that he gets hired as a soccer coach, football. You know what I mean? It's like football is what the English people call it. Yeah, right. Get your own sport,
Exactly.
Losers. Nobody
Like
likes
who
it
came
anyway.
up with it first? We did.
We did, obviously. All right.
Who was
There's-
a country first? Us.
We were.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
without question.
it's so silly. Yeah. Like who has the
Who-
better
who-
language? We do. even
We
though it's
do.
Similar.
Whose accent sounds like this? Ours.
Yeah, that's us. God,
Yeah.
put a shrimp on the Barbie.
On the Barbie.
Barbie.
I mean, would it even cook? Made of plastic. But anyway, I'm watching it, and like he starts off as a caricature, and by the end of it, he's like a real character going through real problems. And I'm like, was gonna watch 2 episodes and hit the hay at 1 a.m. I watched all 10 episodes. I stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning watching the show.
Dude.
And like, I'm literally weeping openly watching it in my bedroom. I'm like, Dad, I feel you, man. It's like, hang in there, okay? Especially because Jason Sudeikis's girl left him for Harry Styles. All right. And that guy wears a dress. What kind of man is that?
For sure.
I
enjoy that you're so open with your emotions.
Yeah. It's me.
Because I am very close to you, except I have
Nope.
like one more like Velcro tie on my box. Like yours is blown open years ago.
What box?
Mine has like 3 prongs. Like hold on,
Yep.
hold.
It's like one.
Because like yeah, like sometimes I'll watch something and I'll be like, really feeling this one, and I'll be like, not today. Oh, not gonna happen.
I can't.
It's it's healthy. It's healthy.
I don't know if there's a single thing that I watch, not exaggerating, that doesn't make me cry. There's a single moment in anything. I've been listening to The Greatest Showman, and he's like, we'll have elephants. And I'm just like, I love elephants. Or like we watched Hook yesterday.
Yeah.
Which PG movies in 96 were way crazier than they are now.
Sure.
All right. It's freaking insane. But I cried like 13 times throughout the movie. And now Sawyer knows,
Oh,
my son. So he'll like be watching and something will happen and he'll turn around and look at me. And I'm like, quit fucking looking at me. All right. Watch the movie.
I feel like I do that to Steph when like we watched Les Mis one time. I had never seen it. I know some of the songs, from it, whatever. And throughout when Anne Hathaway is singing her song, I forgot what it's called again. Anyway,
bitches and hoes.
Bitches and hoes. When she's rapping in the middle of it, Steph was like bawling, and I was like, "You're all right? Like, holy crap! Like, I get it. She's cutting her hair off. Cool." So the rest of the movie goes on, and then at the very end, she's again bawling, and I'm like, "Did I not pay attention to this movie?" Like, I was just like, "Shit!"
Jean Valjean is nothing now.
I feel like the fact that his name is Jean Valjean, like, you should just change it up a little bit. Like, couldn't it be like anything else? Like, why does it have to be 2 out of the 3 syllables have to be the same? Because when you don't know the story, you're like, what did he say? His name was Jean Valjean? And it's just like, it's confusing.
He escapes from jail, right? And doesn't he pick the name Jean Valjean? Like, isn't that?
I think so.
Or is that his original name?
In the beginning, when Russell Crowe is yelling at him, I'm speaking as Javert. He says like 24601 is his prisoner number, and he's like, "My name is Jean Valjean." Like that's how he like responds. So
because I thought that like he was like walking out of prison. They're like, "What's your name?" And he was like, Jean Valjean. Like I'm Rob McRobert. Robert McRoberts.
Welcome to the musicals we've seen a couple of times podcast.
Yeah. We're just talking out of our ass. If you know, put it in the comments or whatever.
Speaking of out of your ass, have you ever walked into the wrong bathroom?
Yeah, probably as a kid, like.
Have you ever walked into the wrong bathroom as an adult?
It's not off the top of my head, honestly.
Okay, I have a couple of times.
A couple?
Both times where like I needed to get into the bathroom and I didn't have time to be like, am I like this or am I like this or whatever? Like I just quickly was like, there's a door. I walked in, saw 85 stalls and was like, oh fuck. Just like
wrong one.
Both times though, there was nobody that was like, shaving their armpits, like, ah! Like, like who's that?
Was there like a couch in there, right? Aren't girls'
I don't remember. I just remember being like, urinals are what I use to determine what bathroom I'm in. And so this week, actually, I was out somewhere and I just quickly walked in and I was like, as I was walking in, because most of the time there's like a left to right hand turn you need to take to get into the, the majority of the bathroom.
Yeah.
I had like a panic fear in my like heart that I was like, I didn't check or I didn't remember if I checked well enough. And I was like, as soon as I saw some urinals, I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God.
People are like pissed about this whole like dual gender bathrooms. Sounds like it's a great situation for you. Like,
yeah, honestly,
you can't mess that up.
I implore everybody, all you fucking idiots, next time you needed to piss or do anything, when you see both bathrooms, spin around like 6-7 times, close your eyes, just pick a door.
And just live it. Just live your truth,
Like, what's going to happen? They both have plumbing,
If you would have just owned it, if you would have just like walked in and took a big old shiz in the women's bathroom, who's going to say anything?
I could have.
That's real confidence.
I actually also this week, I was in the middle of peeing in a urinal, so I was in the right one.
Oh, nice, dude. Yes. Yeah. Go Jordan.
Woo! I was peeing and somebody was in the stall next to me.
Yeah.
Like literally right next to me. And you kind of act like they don't exist. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to know what you guys are doing. You don't need to know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy whatever's left of your day. I'll see you later. Nice shoes. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you can really say. What's up?
Sorry to interrupt. Do you remember when we were in 8th grade and this stuff mattered? And we talked about how, like, when you walk into a bathroom, you start on either end of the urinals. Then
if
you
there's
fill
like a
in
string of like 20,
other. Yeah.
Yeah. When you go to like the movie theaters and there's fucking 80 of them.
And we were at the movie theater and this like short, like 5'5" guy came in and did it. He was like 2 away from you. And then this guy that was like 6'8". Do you don't remember this?
I do.
He walked in right next to the short guy and just started talking to him, looked down at his wiener, probably.
Yeah, probably.
He just looked down and he was like, wow, looks like you're having a good day. And in 8th grade, we were mortified.
Yeah. I remember just,
we gotta get out of here.
You're confused in 8th grade. You don't know like what you're supposed to do anytime. So yeah, I do remember that though. Cause I remember I think about it every single time I see a string, like if I'm at the airport, any place where there's like 15 urinals in a row, I'm like, all right, I got to go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I cannot go even here because that guy's in 10.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean,
you count it out. Yeah. Better than the dick trough at Wrigley, at least. I think we fixed that.
The dick farm.
The dick farm. Yeah. The dick farm.
Really fucking, for those of you who haven't been to Wrigley Field, and I know that they've renovated, whatever, but back in the day, it used to just be literally like a trough where probably 100 guys in the bathroom, just right next to each other, peeing into this,
just slapping dicks together,
just literally slapping dicks. People, I've seen people piss in the sink. I've seen people. I mean, it's a long line. I get it. Anyway, my point is,
sorry, carry on.
Somebody is shitting next to you and you're peeing, or vice versa, and they sneeze. What's the protocol here? Am I supposed to say God bless you to him, or do I just, because I didn't say anything? This dude sneezed. I started laughing about the thought of like, should I say anything?
Yeah.
I don't want to like even acknowledge that I know. Like when you walk into a bathroom, if somebody's in there and they're just like shitting like hardcore, like they've had a rough
been
day,
there. Yeah.
And they're just, making noises and grunting and stuff like that. I always want to just leave. I don't want to be anywhere near that guy. But I also think it's funny to be like, good man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say, but I don't know.
I'm here for you. We stand in silent solidarity with your butt cheeks right now. Yeah.
Yep. That's going to burn tomorrow. Enjoy it.
Do you have to ask them first if they believe in God?
No, I guess I wouldn't. I just wouldn't say anything. I just wanted to know what you would say.
He's like, he sneezes so hard that it's like an explosive shart. And you're like, hey, do you believe in God? He's like sitting in the stall. He's like, cause bless you. I mean, I think that would be fine. I think that would be understandable, right?
I just feel like I would be embarrassed if somebody acknowledged that I sneezed while shitting while they're in the same room as me. Because if you really break it down, it's weird that we allow all of us to just shit and piss right next to each other in one confined room.
Yeah. Honestly, when I start smelling other people's shit, I get panicky because I'm like, that's a particle, like it smells that way because I'm close enough for
it's
the
going
shit
in
particles.
my nose.
Yeah, like I'm inhaling someone else's shit. What if they have issues? What if they have herpes or something? Am I gonna get it?
I mean, I don't want to say yes, but yes.
Yeah, I think so.
That's how it's passed.
And
I've heard about
and you
it.
can take that to the bank because we are not medical professionals, but we know about this, and we're 100% sure you can get herpes from smelling other people's shit.
Exactly.
Suck it. Suck it, medical professionals. Suck it.
I don't think there's any medical professionals listening to this podcast.
That's a great point. Honestly, I almost did date an ear doctor, but she quickly realized I was not good enough for her. So she's like, what do you do with your life? And I was like, figuring it out still. She was like, all right, well, I have to go be a doctor. So
I have to go marry a successful person. I'll see ya.
Because I was like, oh, I'm going to school for nursing. And she was like, what about going to school to be a doctor? And I was like, nah, that would take way too long. I'm not trying to work that hard at something. Sounds lame.
But now you have a podcast. So who's laughing now? She's making 7 figures. We got 58 cents, bitch.
That's right. That's right, biatch.
Yeah. We've made 58 cents on the podcast, everyone.
We sure as hell
thank you
have,
for all of your downloads.
Yeah.
Appreciate
we
it.
really do. We really, really do. We're almost at 1,000 total on YouTube, which is crazy. Did you see your brother's?
Dude.
He's got
Is he paying for subscribers? What the fuck is happening?
He's up to listen. I posted his video. He had maybe 3 days ago. He's like, I got 28,000 views on this MMA promo. So I posted it on Reddit because I'm like, I'm a friend, that's what I do. Yeah. And your brother's good at it. I want him to be successful, And then literally we find a way to just take credit for his success every podcast.
He's trying hard, but without us, he'd be nothing
at all. He even commented on a thing I wrote on his Facebook today that was like, I'm gonna put you guys in my sponsors. I'm like, bro, that's not like that. I don't mean it like that. I'm happy for you, but he's got 72,000 views on one video. He's got another 200 subscribers in 2 days. That's crazy. Yep, I lost what I was talking about. It's gone forever.
Just that he's literally gained 200 plus subscribers in
just good for him.
It's really crazy.
Love that guy.
It's awesome.
Wish people liked us.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying just to be like.
Well, I just am jealous and defensive, because I feel like.
But at least we're aware.
Me. Well,
we're aware of that.
In touch with our feelings, because it's like I feel like I am so funny and smart and relatable and good looking and all of these things, and then it's like you and I do this podcast together and it's not viral yet, so there's gotta be a reason.
I think you're right, bro, and I think it's Zoom. I think it's Zoom,
I think it's gotta be
Zoom.
The platform that we're doing it on, for sure.
Zoom, get your shit together. We are better than what you're making us out to be.
Exactly. So I'm on TikTok, which people think I'm crazy because I'm a overweight, broke. I'm not doing it again. 31-year-old man, and they're like, "This is a kid's game." No, TikTok is for kids, and I'm like,
"No,
watch me,
watch me."
All right, watch me. Ooh, watch me. Ooh, watch me. Watch me.
This is gonna go on for a while.
I'll stop. I just wanted to prove that I'm youthful and cool. But this is what drives me crazy because I'm a logical thinker in general, right?
Sure.
So I post TikToks that get like, I call it like a 20% like rate. If it's got 100 views, it's got like 20 likes, you know?
Sure.
And then it just stops because TikTok's algorithm, similar to YouTube, similar to all these other sites, you know, it's just like they decide who gets to see your video, right?
Yeah.
And then I post just like the stupidest video today. It gets 10 likes total and I get 1,200 views on it. Like of all the videos I want 1,200 people to see, that's not the one, you know, it's not entertaining.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? Where's the logic in it? What's the algorithm? You know?
I don't know, man.
This is not interesting.
No, it is interesting because like the white man holding you down.
True.
I don't know if it is white. I think it's Chinese. I think the Chinese man holding you down. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I think about it sometimes because the other day I was watching YouTube reviews for headphones because that's what I do.
Of course.
And I don't even know who it was. I know like a couple of major review people that like have millions of subscribers because they just do a really good job at explaining things and their video quality is awesome. This one wasn't bad. He had like 380,000 views on this video that I was watching. And I was like, there's just too many famous people. Like, I don't understand. And that guy's probably not even famous. It's just like those amount of plays and all of his subscribers. I was like, Jesus, man, this guy, good for him. Yeah. He's obviously, you know, hit a niche. And then when I talk about us, you know, it's like we're trying our best. Yeah, I have fun. I'm having fun so far. It's a good time. There's another podcast called Two Fuggin Dudes, and I don't want to call them out because I don't want to fight with anyone. But if you type in Two Fuggin, they show up on YouTube as well. Two Fuggin Dudes, it's DOODS. They've been they've been making videos for like years, and like I'm just saying, if I need to start a feud to make our podcast elevate, I'll do it. Idiots are better than dudes, whatever. And you spelled dudes wrong, whatever, bro. Yeah.
Feuds with two fucking dudes. You know what I mean? Even rhymes. Bring it.
I do find it kind of comforting knowing that there's some people out there that kind of gave up on their dreams, like these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're probably not good enough. I mean, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, you know, people are like, ooh, don't take over that civilization. It's like, well, if you cared enough about the civilization, maybe you would have defended it better. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Like with us in Britain, who took over the world? We did.
All right. Watch out.
Lost in 1776? They did.
We did. They did.
We were a part of it.
I'm confused.
Mel Gibson was there. He was like shooting people, throwing axes at people.
Had a hatchet.
Yeah. I think they need to make a movie that's a little bit more realistic where like you miss 95% of the time with a hatchet or you never make contact where the hatchet part is hitting the person.
It's just like the handle sticks in their eye.
You just like hit them with the handle. Ow.
And then he spins around and takes someone's head off with it. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I have a very important burning question for you.
Shit. Let's go.
And I got this off of TikTok, which is where this why I was talking about TikTok in the first place.
Sure.
I want to credit where I saw it because I don't want to be those people that steal content, but it's a super interesting question.
You know who you are.
From the Friday show, I think is what it's supposed to be. The FRDI show.
That's the account.
That's the account that I saw it on. I think a fan maybe posted it for them to answer. But if a Freaky Friday situation happened, okay, between your mother and your wife, so it's Steph's body with your mom, your mom has Steph's body.
I've seen the movie, bro.
And your mom has Steph's brain, you know, whatever, flip-flopped.
Yeah.
And the only way to switch it back is you have to have sex with one of them.
Yeah, I'm just
who do you pick?
I think I'm just gonna kill myself. Just kind of. I'm just gonna hit the delete button, Control Alt Delete,
Just Control Alt
goodbye.
Delete. Get rid of it.
Or just take out a bunch of money and just head to Mexico. You know what I mean? Like just live it up. Cancun. I don't know.
Just get a divorce.
Get away from my problems. That's what I'm gonna do.
Can I volunteer as tribute and like? Because I've been trying to have sex with your mom for like. Vic is probably listening.
I don't
10 years.
Know. I think there's been some people in our lives that have listened to the podcast and they're really positive, sometimes negative feedback, but it's still helpful. And then there's other people that just like haven't listened. And I'm like, I guess we're not that close, bro. You don't have an hour and a half. You don't have 10 minutes to listen to my podcast.
It's funny you say that because I feel the exact same way. It's almost like you're reading my mind.
Dude, we've had some feedback that has been super positive, and it makes me think that I'm like we're better than we are, which is always helpful. You know what I mean? Bigger egos is better. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you want to work less, not as hard, and just, you know what I mean, wing it because we're that funny.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've heard some like slightly negative people, and like those people I'm just gonna exit out of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't need that in my life. Like,
play Rocket League by yourself. You know what I mean?
No, it's been really fun.
Obviously.
I've had a blast so far doing this. We're doing it on a Friday tonight because I actually
it's weird
tomorrow.
I feel like we got a slow start because it's a different feel to, I don't know. I'm not used to, it's dark outside here, which it's somehow still daytime there, but you're closer to the sun, I think, in your mountains or whatever. But
yeah, I think so. I think we could take a picture of the mountains and I'd be like, or whatever. That's the sound I would make.
Is that what a camera sounds like?
I can't. What does a camera sound like?
Shakink.
That's not bad. I don't honestly.
Is it decent?
I don't know why I go to like chicken noise when I go to do it.
Yeah, it's like I think is the sound it makes.
Honestly, write in the comments what your favorite. Who's better at this?
Moo.
No, okay, here we go.
All right, let's see it.
Like that's like a Polaroid. Like it's like a rusty Polaroid.
It sounds like an old tractor that's been stuck in the mud for 20 years, finally moving out of the way.
Listen, picture's worth 1,000 words. That's all I have to say.
And picture sound is worth 1,000 turds.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Well, you know what they say:
fair.
Kill 2 birds with 1 turd. Yeah, I think it's like.
It's hard.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Honestly, the fact that our phones can make that noise
not
is
necessary.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't need to do that.
Some guy was like, "Wait a minute, but what if they take a photo and they don't have an accurate sound?" And they're like,
"Yeah,
I guess, Greg, whatever, put it on.
No,
I don't care."
They were like, "Whoa, bro, I just had the craziest idea."
Yeah.
What if when you click the button, it makes the sound?
I mean,
and they were like,
only if it makes a like sound. Like that
was a good one. That was a good Polaroid. And then it goes.
My mom used to work for an insurance company, and she used to have to like take pictures of properties just to be like, yeah, they're lying or whatever. I don't know what she had to do that for, but she used to have to go around with a Polaroid camera.
She's a private investigator. I got it.
I used to be able to take the photos. I was so excited every time because I just thought it was so cool that there was this camera that spit out the fucking photo. Like, and now it's like it's all digital. Like we just got into a digital age, bro. I don't know what happened.
Did you shake it
as we're video conferencing on the internet?
Yeah. I wish we could print this out and put it on the wall.
Ding. No, I didn't shake it.
Like a Polaroid picture.
Dude, I had a thought the other day.
Whoa.
So
there's a first time for everything.
You know how well, actually, this isn't even my thought. Let's just be honest. This is my wife, Stephanie.
Like every other positive thing about this podcast. Yeah.
So it's not even about the podcast. It's just, you know, that super high guy You know, talking about the meme that's just
In
like
his hair.
yeah, like he's like so confused, and he just comes up with like hilarious
Yeah.
terms for normal
Yes, I
sounding
do.
things.
Mm-hmm.
I made one time, and it wasn't that funny apparently, but it was like it was like the top was like, I've heard of kickboxing. What about punch boxing? Like I was trying to think of like the other you know what I mean? Anyway, so Steph and I were
Punch
watching
kicking?
we were watching this show, and this person we were watching Survivor, and there was a guy on there that was a former NBA player.
Okay.
He was a center though, and one of the competitions that they were in was very similar to shooting basketballs. And so they
Okay.
were like, "This guy's an NBA player. We're gonna get smoked." And I was like, "He's a
Mm-mm.
center. He's gonna be fucking awful. He's
Yeah,
6'11". Like,
dunk it.
yeah, he's like not gonna be good." And Steph was like, "Well, no, he had to take free pointers all the time."
Chinese guy?
No, no, you didn't
You
hear
sure?
what I said.
Oh, okay. I
She-
got you.
She was like, "No, he has to be good because doesn't he have to take free pointers?" And I was like, "Free pointers? What? Like three
Wait,
pointers?" I'm like,
wait.
"No, no, centers don't normally take threes." No. And she's like, "No, you know, like the free point line." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And she's like, "You know, where they shoot." And right away I click in my head. She's talking
Yeah.
about free throws.
Free throws, yeah.
But free pointers is the best fucking name ever.
Yeah.
Like, why did we go with that? You already have
They
a
really-
2-pointer, a 3-pointer. Why not a free
Not
pointer?
a free pointer. Yeah. The NBA and basketball in general really missed the boat on that one for sure.
I let her struggle for like 40 seconds because she was like, "What is it? The free pointer? It's like a line." And I was like, "Yeah,
Dude.
you're so close." It's like, and then I finally was like, "It's free throws though." But I
Yeah.
stopped. I was like, free pointer sounds really fun actually. Like,
It does, yeah.
oh god, he's got to go to the free point line. He's terrible. Like it's just, that sounds so cool.
That would start to get confusing when they were like, and that's a free pointer. And then, like, instead of like a 3 or a 2, they're like free.
Just making an F.
Yeah. Free pointer.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a really cool alternative. So I will forever
like
be
that.
calling it the free point line from now on.
Yeah.
Oh god, he got fouled. He gets to go to the free point line. Like
I like that.
it
man.
sounds so cool. And she did it
That's-
100% on accident because she just couldn't remember what the hell the
She's
name
like an
was.
athlete too. Like she can shoot a basketball.
She
She's a
doesn't-
collegiate softball player.
yeah, I mean, she's great. Whatever. We don't need to keep bringing her up.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
was pretty
You suck, Steph.
funny.
Dude, I went down and hung out with Marino one day this past week.
shout
I'm
out
still-
to Marino.
What's up, MCore? And we got to talking, and I was like, yeah, Jordan was trashing old school horror movies last week,
yeah.
and I knew he'd be mad.
What was that, episode 2? I think.
I think so. And I was like, yeah, he was just trashing them. And he was like, oh, yeah. Well, let me call in and give him a piece of my mind because he's a huge horror fan. He's seen like every scary movie ever.
He's seen every movie ever. He just knows
Every
everything.
movie ever.
He knows
sure
everything
does.
that you need to know. He's like, yeah, I've already learned that. Actually.
Yeah, it makes me so mad when
it's
I'm like,
impressive, honestly. Like he
I'm
knows
like, hear me
a
out.
lot.
there's this Norwegian band. They
Oh.
play a kazoo, a fucking didgeridoo, and just a bass drum. And I don't know how they do it, but the harmonies are just mesmerizing. He's like, oh, Klonderglad.
Great band.
Was that good? Was that a
No,
pretty
yeah,
good?
that's exactly what it is like, though.
Yeah.
'Cause
He's
you,
like,
the moment you try to
Mhm.
like show that your knowledge, your wealth
Yeah.
of knowledge is great. He's just like
every
yeah. I know all
now
of
and
yours.
then, every now and then you go to tell him something, and he's like, yeah, you Klonderglad. Yeah, Clonder. I know them, right? Just like once in a blue moon. But so he starts telling me about the series, and he's like, there's a couple different crazy ones, right? I think there's one where like Mike Myers drives out to California. He just like picks up and goes
How
to
does
Cali.
he get there?
I'm assuming
Is he in a convertible?
he took it's huge. I'm assuming he took the driver's test and got his license and drove out there himself. And then my personal favorite was like what's his name?
Jason?
Jason Takes Manhattan or something like that, starring Jennifer Lopez and Matthew McConaughey. Like, what? Did they run out of ideas? They were just like, all right, what can we do to make this even more ridiculous, right?
Yeah. They're just like, dude, next summer, we're going to come out with the next big blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Jason and Kermit, they go on a whirlwind adventure. It's just like, what the fuck?
Miss Piggy's like, Kermit, there's the Jason. He's like, I don't know. Is it going to kill us all?
I feel like those were terrible Fozzie Bear impressions. Neither one of them was good. That was awful.
If I've proven anything in this podcast, it's that I'm awesome at impressions. All right.
I think the public would agree. Shout out to him.
Top of the morning to you, boyo.
And that is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Scottish. What?
No.
Stone Cold.
No, that's
brother.
I never heard of those movies. I don't really seek those out though. So maybe I should just watch them just for the hilarity of it.
Yeah, maybe.
I really am concerned. Like, where is Mike Myers even located? He's just terrorizing that one town where Jamie Lee Curtis lives.
Yeah. It's like, move away from there. We talked about that.
Exactly. But how does he get to California? I remember seeing like fall type imagery. I don't think they even have fall in California. They're just like palm trees and like daisy
happiness.
Dukes.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, he never runs, and he always catches people who are running away from him, so he must walk really fast.
He's the Pepe Le Pew of
yes, dude. Yes,
everybody fucking sprinting away from him, getting on trains, buses, everything to get away, and then somehow he's at their destination like, oh, wee, and then
dude,
he's just there.
I hate to cancel something else, but like, no wonder we're a fucking generation of weirdos. You know what I mean? We grew up watching Pepe being like, oh no, you love me. All right. and I'm going to prove it to you by tracking you down and kissing you.
I don't love you. No, dude, you're good. I think of you as a friend. You're a nice person. You're obviously the same species as me. That's great.
I hear what you're saying.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for understanding.
But
what?
You love me.
No, no, you're not hearing me very closely.
I'm going to smooch you until you think so. All right. I'm going to hold you.
Okay. You know what? I'm going
to hold you so you can't move. Yeah. And I'm going to smooch you.
And he's just aggressive. He's just.
Yeah. Creeping me out. Honestly, I felt really weird doing that. But also,
I like role playing. Whatever, bro.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do some role playing, okay?
Oh,
you're the funny one.
Well, it's not that hard because it's already that way. It's already that way.
Nice try.
You know what stuff really drives me insane?
What?
And it's really funny, but it's also like, stop it.
Yeah.
If I were to say a joke like that to her, where I'd be like, oh, well, let's role play. You're going to be the funny one this time. She'd be like, yeah, how about you? Like, she somehow takes whatever I said and just like sort of flips it. But I always react like, no, I made up the original part. Like, you can't you can't just rubber and glue me right now.
But like, she lets you have sex with her. So it's like she gets to get away with that. You
honestly,
know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. But it's just like, I'll be like, yeah, you're a loser and you smell bad and I hate you. And she's like, yeah, how about you? You're all those things. And I'm like,
yeah,
it still hurts.
Say that.
But it's
why would you say that?
I came up with some classic insults.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're just rubber gluing me right now. I'm rubber, you're glue. What a weird
bounces
thing to
off
say.
Me
Dude,
and sticks all over you. Yep.
I was thinking about this the other day. As children, we've touched on this topic a lot when we were kids, right? And when we were kids was a long time ago, bro. Because in this class the other day, somebody brought up 1996, and I was 7, and somebody was like, "Where were you in 1996?" as like a joke, and the guy was like, "I wasn't even born." And I was like, oh man, like
in the workforce?
Seriously, I was like, okay, awesome. But anyway, as kids, do you remember certain things here? Do you remember taking apart your pens and like making like a projectile shooting device out of them?
I didn't know how to do it, but I'd have friends do it for me and take all the credit. Yeah.
So that's really rude. You were a meme stealer back then. You were taking all of their pen architecture or whatever.
I deserve
engineering.
To die. All right, that's fine. I'll stand by it.
So I was thinking about that during the class because there was times I was getting kind of bored just because it was just like I already know how to be awesome. But I started taking apart my pen because it's just something to do. Do you remember when people used to scratch the surface of their pen on our desks and then touch your skin with that super hot piece of metal because we just made it? Do you remember that? No.
What the fuck were you into, dude? What are you talking about?
You don't remember that? People used to take their pen and our desks were made out of marble.
Yeah.
I swear that's how it was. People used to scratch super, super fast. And obviously the friction would make the metal really hot. And then they'd touch their arm and be like,
I heard what you
hurts.
said, Jordan. Where'd you go to? You went to Gavin, right? Is that some fucking weird ass Fox Lake shit? Dude?
Listen, people did that. Do you remember the quarters game when people used to slide quarters and ruin their knuckles?
Or a pencil eraser fucking on your skin. Did you ever do that? You just erase your skin until it goes away?
I think so. As kids, we were just so bored. We're like, let's just hurt ourselves.
Fuck it.
Let's prove to Jenny from the block that we are tough enough to handle an eraser.
Dude, it's at that age, you're just trying to feel anything, you know?
And that's your deep moment brought to you by Two Fuggin Idiots.
Two Fuggin Idiots. When I was in 6th grade, I wrote a Jenny from the Block parody.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to sing it for you right now.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Don't be fooled by the rocks I ain't got. I'm still Robbie Bach.
I like how you couldn't come up with another name.
No,
so you just said Robbie twice.
Robbie Bach. Yeah. I've always been talented.
You could have said motherfucking Bach or something like that.
I'm still Robbie. I'm Robbie motherfucking Bach. Ooh, I like that.
Let's just be inappropriate from now on. How dare you as an 8-year-old?
Oh, dude.
Oh, God.
I completely forgot.
What's up?
I obviously I'm wearing my Thick Boy merch, right? I supported a podcast that I enjoy by buying it.
Sure.
And so I figured, we now have a couple people that we consider fucking idiots. I've got 3 text messages this week of people being like, I enjoy your chemistry. I really enjoy the show. And so I sat down, and I know you're usually the artistic one, but I put a lot of hard work into coming up with some merch, like a shirt idea for the fans. Okay. Sure. And you really, this isn't a setup. You really haven't seen this yet. I'm so excited to show it to you. Okay. I'm right. I'm really afraid. This is serious. So, before I show it to you, I worked really hard on this and dude, I'm serious. Okay. I know you can't normally take me seriously, but I had an idea, and I'm not the most artistic, but I think that it turned out well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me get it.
I'm just going to keep an open mind. Just going to go in it blind.
All right. And I already ordered probably 25 or 30 of these. So just for our close friends and family. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
All right. It's a prototype. That's the back.
Those of you
that's the
listening.
back.
For those of you who are listening, Robbie's just showing me a blank t-shirt. Right
the back of a white shirt. Okay. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. It just says Two Fuggin Idiots, and it's poorly drawn, and it's perfect. It's perfect.
Poorly drawn.
Wait, you ordered 25 or 30 of those? How much was it? Anything more than 58 cents, we're in trouble. We're in the red.
It's just $13.50 a piece.
Oh God, dude, that's $1,000.
You really don't like it?
No, I think it's fine. It's just we could probably do better. You know what I mean?
You think it's fine?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It just says the words, so it's cool. Maybe some caricatures of us would be cool.
Okay, well, sorry, I'm not fucking Michael D'Angelo. Okay,
who is that?
Sorry, I'm not fucking Pablo Picasso. Okay,
dude, we're at an hour.
Oh,
literally an hour. So
you know what time it is.
Fuggin' idiot of the week.
That guy's a fucking idiot.
There you go. Do you got one this week?
I do have a
Good,
fucking
because
idiot
that's
this week.
part of the fucking podcast is that we need one every week.
Yeah, last week I said my knees because I did not prepare for it. I just
I'm gonna go first this week because mine
Oh.
it's probably not as good as yours. So I'm just gonna put a
Stop.
lot of pressure on you to like
Don't
really
say that.
come through. For my fucking idiot of the week is an Australian sheep, which how did I even get there? Like, did we ship them?
Wait. Your
Yeah.
fucking idiot is an Australian sheep?
Yeah. Also, the people that have him, whatever, own
That
him, the sheep people.
yeah, the shepherds.
Oh, is that what that means? Holy
That's
shit.
what it is. Yep.
Anyway, he's an Australian sheep. How did he get there? Did they sheep him over there?
Hey,
Or like,
how
for
do you
real?
sheep at night? You know,
Dude, I don't know. Anyway, he is an Australian sheep named Barack, which is kind of cool.
okay,
He's
I
got
like
two
that.
A's, so it's like Barack or Barack. Anyway, sheep don't make that sound, by the way. Me and Robbie both worked with sheep, and they literally sound like bleh.
Yep.
That's what they sound like. So your cute idea of this like lovely lamb just
Bleh.
buying all day long, they grow up and they're just like bleh. Yeah, they turn into like metal aggressive singers for some reason. Anyway, he's an Australian sheep. He was owned by some people, whatever. He ran away. He was wanting to be on his own. It's a story.
Yeah.
For like what they estimate is like 4 or 5 years he was by himself,
Okay.
just accruing wool.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because you shave sheep, you shear them.
you shear them every year
Shepherds shear sheep
by the seashore.
by the sheep.
Anyway, so yeah, he had like 5 fucking years of wool on him, and these people found him, and he literally was just like, I can't even see where I'm going because
Yeah.
I have this fro, this bow fro, this body
Mhm.
fro is
Bow fro.
insane. It's
Yeah.
80, dude. They sheared him 80 fucking pounds of wool came
Dude.
off of him.
Wool's fucking gross too.
For sure, dude.
It's
He looked
disgusting.
like a rock. Like it was
Yeah.
just like a brown weird thing walking towards you. Anyway, they shear him. He's super happy. He's super happy now because he doesn't have a small like 11-year-old boy
Yeah.
riding his back all day long. Because of that 80 pounds, they were able to make 490 pairs of socks and 61 sweaters out of that wool.
You're lying,
Dude, that is so many apparel things. Like that is insane. So he's my fucking idiot of the week because he's donating his wool,
bro.
for a better
Do you
cause.
think he was like, oh, what was I thinking? I feel
like-
so much better now.
Yeah, he's probably just like, man, I took a wrong turn and I was forced to wear my own coat for 5 years.
In the summer, dude. 'cause
Australia,
it does get
dude.
hot. Yeah.
Australia. Oh my god, how was he even alive? First of all, how did
Seriously.
an Egyptian spider not kill him just because? Like they have a lot of weird shit down there.
I'm never going to. I would
Never.
love to go to Australia. I'll never go,
never
once.
ever going.
dude. I mean, he made a bad choice. You know what I mean? Nice.
So yeah,
Let's
he's
give
my
him,
fucking idiot of the week. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, stay with your fucking pack. Sheep.
Yeah, dude. Just
You know what I
stay
mean?
with you. There should be a herd of sheep.
You think you're better than the rest of the sheeple?
Yeah, you just need to stay in line. Do
You know
what you're
what?
told. Wear your
You know what?
mask.
He was probably like, you know what? You sheep all just blindly follow the government. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
You
Give
don't
me
want to.
one-
You
give
don't
me
want to
one
touch
second.
on that, do you?
Give me 1 second.
How dare you?
Yeah, 1 second.
All right. Well, now that I have you guys alone, let's talk about why Jordan is.
We normally do this podcast like
wonderful.
during the middle of the afternoon, but now
Yeah.
it's starting to get dark in here, and I'm starting to look like I like live in a lair.
A dungeon, more like it, but
anyway,
sex dungeon. Anyway, yeah, this has been a crazy podcast. It's been insane, but we have to put one out a week for our people. You know,
like those 6 or 7 people need to know what we are thinking.
Exactly, because it's important.
What is
we're important.
We're important, and we deserve it. And God damn it, people love us. Or
Honestly,
whatever that weird phrase is.
I'm my fucking idiot of the week. All right. No, I'm just kidding. My fucking idiot of the week. I feel a little conflicted. Okay. Because this is someone who traditionally we don't like. And I'm going to say his name, Jordan. I'm going to say it.
What is it?
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm done. Forget it. I'm done.
I'm out of here.
Even if it's a different Aaron Rodgers, it's just like guilty by association.
Yeah.
You're ruining my life.
Doesn't
Aaron.
matter. Yeah. Hate him. Honestly, it's not his fault that the Bears are racist and refuse to draft a black quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. But anyway, should I have said that?
It's all right.
It's true. So the reason why is not for any football related reason, right? He's on my favorite sports show, Pat McAfee. If I say it enough, maybe they'll promote us. But every Tuesday this season, and I got to know him through listening to his interviews, and he's just a great guy, honestly. I do not suggest listening, Jordan, because you'll start to like him a little bit. And you'll root for him. Yes. Yes, you would. He's like, women are second-rate citizens compared to men. They're not as strong. He's like, gay people don't deserve the same rights as straight people. Like, you'd love them.
All three of those are tattooed on my back. Like,
yeah,
it's just
honestly.
like those are on a list. Wow,
yeah,
really, I do have a lot in common. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. He's like, you know, slavery's cool, he said one time, which you would love. This is fucked up. No, but for real. He started off by donating $500,000 to the Dave Portnoy Small Business Fund.
Sure.
Which he was like one of the first ones, I think, even before Tom Brady, and just stepped up and put his money where his mouth is, where, you know, there's a lot of people in high places that have been using the pandemic to kind of line their pocketbooks because they have enough money to do so.
Yeah. And
he stepped up to the plate and he donated $500,000. And if that weren't enough, this week he donated $1 million to be allocated to different small businesses in his hometown, dude.
Nice.
He's donated $1.5 million to support small businesses.
Dude, that's great. And I am sure that that's a good thing for those people. But why can't he donate a fucking Bears fucking Super Bowl in my fucking life? We were there once and we lost.
Man, you're right. You're right.
Can you just donate a couple of interceptions so that we can beat the fucking Packers once in my life? That'd be great.
That's a great point. And I agree, that's way more important than helping small businesses.
Yes, my
economic struggle.
My 1 or 2 Sundays a year mean more than everybody's livelihoods.
You know, you make a great point. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. I don't give a shit what you did to help people. Lose, would you, please? If we could just get like Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson, which I'm sure we won't because of the thing that I said a minute ago, we might stand a chance. But
that's cool though, man. I think people, if I had that kind of money, I would never spend it on anybody but myself. So it's like nice to know that there's people out there that would do nice things for people.
Exactly. I would say that I did things, but really there's no way
who's going to tell
it. Yeah.
Who's going to tell?
Like,
I say things now and I don't do anything. So it's like,
I'd be like, I donated $6 billion to anyone. It's like, who's going to say I didn't?
Yeah. You're $6 billion less. They're not going to be like, oh, that's why he drives that car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know
that's
what I mean?
why his radio hasn't worked in 2 years.
Yeah.
Personally.
No, that's
You know what's even more unfortunate?
What?
Is that Mitch Trubisky's name is just perfect for sliding the word bitch in there. Bitch Trubisky, right? Mitch Trubisky. Like, it's just, if he would have been an all-star quarterback, we never even would have noticed. But unfortunately,
I think it
Big
was
Dick
like,
Nick had to step in for him.
yeah, God, this isn't a Bears podcast because it'll just be the saddest podcast you've ever heard. So,
Literally just pessimism and sadness.
Robbie, Stuke, and I have a text thread that we literally just use for Bears conversations.
Please don't. Please don't say that.
And we, it's just every Sunday. It's just like, did you see that stupid play? Like it's just us complaining and whatever.
Well, it'll be like, hey, we're playing a bad team this week. We have a chance. And immediately the other two people are like, you just stop. Just shut up. It's not even worth it to be optimistic anymore. But they just shit the bed.
I think the fact that you like Aaron Rodgers now is fake news. I don't want to deal with it right now. It doesn't
Aaron Rodgers. Let's give him a round of applause.
No, I'm not
that
dealing
fucking
with it.
idiot.
I can't handle it.
Dude, have you sometimes I feel like you do it on purpose.
I do a lot of things on purpose.
You're setting me the fuck up right now. All right. I love you for that. I don't even think you know what I'm talking about.
No.
I read a pretty crazy article this week. And I'm not going to tell you if it was a legitimate news source or if it was The Onion. Okay. So let's play a little game. Let's call it real news or fake news. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to read you the name.
I think though, if you say the words fake news, you have to do it in a specific voice.
Is it real news or fake news?
Fake news.
It doesn't matter. Okay, perft.
We are the best impressionists on this.
Oh
podcast.
yes,
we are
so good.
Do your Arnold Schwarzenegger right now.
Gah! Get to the chopper.
That's good. Now back to Trump.
It's the news. It's fake. The fake news. All right.
Now do Arnold as Trump making a picture sound.
All right. Get to the chopper.
There you go. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Are you gonna clap? Clap. Stand up and clap, Jordan.
All right, go ahead. You got.
All right, buckle up. I've got two for you.
Oh,
first one. Texas school chivalry assignment told girls to dress to impress men.
And I have to tell whether that's a true.
Is it true or not? Was there an assignment in a Texas school on chivalry saying that women should dress nice to impress men? They should walk behind them down the hallway. They should do things to make their lives more convenient.
Well, because I believe in all of those tenets and Steph abides by all of them.
Of course.
I'm going to say that that's true. Texas is weird, bro.
That is correct.
They really did have that?
Yeah, that's real. They had a chivalry assignment where they told girls to dress to impress boys.
Who made up that? Their male teacher?
Yeah, it must have been. Honestly, it has to have
how
been.
can I get them to sleep with me?
Oh, yeah.
On purpose.
Mm-hmm. Like, I really got to make them feel like they need to impress me.
Yeah. Maybe just take away their grades.
Yeah, their dignity. Maybe
for sure.
Fuck
yeah.
Dude,
that's crazy. Dude, Texas,
isn't that crazy?
I kind of figured it was real because Texas is weird, bro.
It's crazy, dude. And I mean, I don't want to get into politics here. I totally understand being frustrated with masks and wanting COVID to be over but just to be like, all right, fuck it. Let's open it all back up. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Why not? Pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
But also just bought a flight to Texas, dude. I'm ready to party. Grab your golf clubs.
Cool. I have none, so
I got one more. Oh, that's right. I have them technically.
Yeah. Go ahead. One more.
I sold them. One more. Okay. Japan asks China to stop anal swab tests on its citizens. COVID-19 anal swab tests on its citizens.
Is that even a thing?
You tell me.
Dude, I feel like a lot of things are like if you take an aspirin by mouth, it'll be like, okay, 30 minutes, you'll have no headache. But if you shove it up your ass, it's like 7 seconds and you're just immediately good. So I feel like they might have figured out a way to test for COVID through your
It's
asshole.
real.
Dude, that's
literally
amazing.
Japan is like, stop shoving shit up our citizens' asses. Okay. You could just in the nose.
The nose, there was like 2 or 3 days, bro.
No, China's like, you coming to China? Bend over, bitch.
And they don't use a Q-tip. They use like a pool cue.
Oh yeah. Honestly, it's just like, you know, they're like, feels COVID free to me.
Ugh.
And you know what appropriately what website posted it? bbc.com.
Oh Jesus, I knew that was coming back.
Yeah,
I did see that earlier this week and I started like laughing to myself just because of how
BBC
goofy that was. But dude, no, that's crazy. I'm gonna find some more. Then we're gonna keep this an ongoing segment.
Let's keep it up. Yeah, let's see if we can find some crazier ones.
I'm just gonna make one up right now and tell me if it's real.
Okay.
Jordan is the funniest person on this podcast. BBC America.
That's fake news. It's not real. It's not. Get to the chopper. Yeah, let's go to China, right?
I don't really want to go anywhere, dude. Like I don't know what anybody else's laws are. It's too hard.
China. I mean, if they're offering free anal probes, like how could we not?
As long as they're free, I guess you're right. I mean, who are we to judge?
Dude, I'm lost in the universe right now. I feel like this has been a blur. It's been so crazy. It's Friday night, and I just got paid. Money.
Okay, I didn't think you were gonna sing that. I thought you were gonna go Rebecca Black freestyle.
Dude, she's
Friday,
just like
Friday. Literally today, as I was driving to work, I was like, yesterday was Thursday.
Today,
dude,
she's just like
it was Friday.
She's just like a strong, independent, beautiful lesbian now, and I'm here for it. I mean, follow her on TikTok.
Good for her.
At
bro.
Bobby Riz. Follow me, please.
You think she could come on and just like explain normal things that we're doing in the podcast? Just like these are microphones or whatever. Just.
Do you think she'd sing the theme song?
Maybe, dude. I've heard from several people, and I hope that it's a more common thing that jingle gets in people's fucking heads. And it's really funny to me because I've heard it 1,000 times, obviously.
It's good.
I'm the only one listening to our podcast. But I have heard a bunch of people that have been like, dude, I don't know why, but it's like catchy. It sounds so stupid. And like it's dog good. Barking, like everything is perfect. Yeah.
It's in key. It's perfect.
It is.
Dude, I took my dogs to the groomers today.
Yeah.
And it's like, it feels like you're dropping your kids off at a fucking concentration camp, dude. It's so sad. Do you ever get them groomed? Or, I mean, they're not super hairy, right?
No, yeah. We've done it a couple of times. Yeah. But that was before COVID. So we were like able to like walk in and be like, this is Luna.
Yeah.
She doesn't like anything. So enjoy her for the next 3 hours. I'll see you later. They like kidnap you. Like they kidnap them from the car.
Our groomer, not at all. She's just like an older lady who has like, she just smokes cigarettes all day and chops dogs' hair off. I walked in once. I was like, what the fuck is that smell? And I look over and she's got like a Virginia Slim. It's like 2.5 feet long with like 6 inches of ash on the end of it. Right.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, just drop them wherever. I'll come get them for you.
She's got one of those tinted green visors. She's
playing
dealing. Yeah. She's dealing poker and like calculating taxes and like pulling that lever. Yeah, just put them wherever.
Wait, is it a Polaroid camera that she's dealing with?
Honestly,
literally, dude, so funny. But Greta was just like, where are you going? They've been going to this lady for 7 years, but it's like every single time I drop off Sadie and she's like, fuck you, don't even come pick me up. I'll live here. I'm good. Sadie's independent. She's a badass. But Greta's like, where are you going? No, stop. She's like trying to run, but the floor's slippery. And Lynn's like, get over here, kid. Get in the cage. She's like, no, don't leave me. And I
feel like that groomer has like surgically removed her hands and now she just has like a buzzer and she's just like, come on.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
She's the best, but like Greta, I'll be back at 2:30. I'll be here.
Dude, I'm a pussy when it comes to the dogs
Mm-hmm.
because anytime they've ever had to get
when it comes to the dogs,
or anything, I literally just want to like leave the room. And like I can't even imagine what it would be like to have a child and have them go through something that is like, I just want them to have the happiest life possible. And any sort of discomfort, I'm just like, I'm so sorry that you don't understand that you need these shots. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, you in high school, I didn't have a car and you drove me to put Shelly to sleep. She was like my 5th birthday present.
She was your aunt.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I do remember that. That was super sad. And I was like, this is way too intense for me.
I can't imagine what must have been going through your head that entire time. Because I was sobbing. Like,
dude, I had more Velcro at that time holding onto that box. And that's the day your box flew open.
Wide open. That was a pivotal moment in our friendship. But you know what we did? We fucking put on our aviator shades.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Our spinner necklace from Gurney Mills.
Yep.
And we went to BTG and picked up our tips.
Yeah.
And our hot manager, Mia, probably made fun of me for being a pussy. And then that was it.
We probably should have brought this up way earlier in the podcast, but because nobody gets to this point of the podcast.
Yeah.
Like 0 people get to the end. So if anybody can get to the end and tell me anything that we're talking about right now, I'll send you the 58 cents that we made for our podcast.
Exactly. Exactly. Careful.
But
that's our livelihood you're talking about here, Jordan.
When we worked at a restaurant together, and I feel like this is every single restaurant since the beginning of restaurants.
Yeah.
Why was it the most sexually charged environment I have ever been in? It's nothing. It was nothing but like 18 to like 24-year-olds. It was like the real world, except that we had to be there for specific reasons and a specific date and time, because
everyone was just as drunk as the show. You know what I mean?
I mean, we were just, I remember me and you being super inappropriate, but we were just following suit. There was just people just sexually harassing every single person there. All of the waitresses were like, you know, nice looking women.
I've had handfuls of so many different asses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just remember like I was like 18 or 19 and there was a girl there that was like 27 and I was like, I think she's the one, bro. Like I was just so in love with the idea of it. It was nuts. The one
with the boobs, right?
Yeah, honestly, all of them.
Just
anytime somebody be like, "Can I get a cup of ranch?" and I'd be like, "Yeah, if you show me your tits." Like it's just like, why would I say that? But for some reason, in that environment, we were able to just live our lives. You know, we wanted to be each other, and it was awesome.
Sawyer was conceived on the roof of Joe's Crab Shack, so. It's bust to the ground now, so I think I can say that.
You broke it?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, he took down Joe.
Lightning and the thunder. I bring it big time. So, but yeah, the restaurant game is insane. I love it. It's so much fun. I have not been arrested for sexual misconduct yet, so I'm just going to keep it up. I'm just going to keep being inappropriate. So.
I just don't think it was our situation. I feel like if anybody else is in a restaurant situation, they can immediately be like, yep, we all know that chef would hit on every single person who walked in here.
You know what's not fair?
What?
Is that all those years that, or like those couple years we worked together in that restaurant, and then all the years that I've worked in afterwards, like, why didn't we get to do coke? You know what I mean? Like everyone does coke in a restaurant and we've never done it.
Honestly, I just feel like I've never been cool enough for anybody to offer me drugs ever.
That's fair.
I just feel like I have the vibe that I would be like, I'm going to tattle on you if you try to give me drugs.
I did mention weed earlier and you were pretty disappointed.
Honestly, one time though, this is like a couple of years ago, we were at a family friend's house and somebody offered me weed
Yeah.
And I declined because I can't do that,
Sure.
for a lot of reasons.
Well, you
And-
literally never have. Not even just for the podcast. You've never even tried it.
I never have, just because like I'm a good person.
Okay. All right. Yep.
No,
yep.
but
That's what I was waiting for.
I remember though feeling like immediately happy that like I somehow crossed that bridge with that person.
Dude.
And I was cool enough to be offered. And I was like, cool, I'm good.
Let's take it back even further.
Oh God.
You and I had a mutual friend in like 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade.
I've told the story 1,000 times in my life.
A Bears Packers party.
Bears Packers. It was like a bonfire.
It was, yeah, exactly, because it was cold. There was chili, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers was terrorizing my life at that point.
He wasn't. It was Favre at that point, I think.
So
right?
what?
Was it Aaron Rodgers?
It probably was Favre. Anyway, yeah.
Nah, either way, hate them all.
Yeah.
And you just caught.
So
you can say it.
I smelled the distinct smell, super distinct smell. And I was like, what is that smell? And my mom was with me and she was like, that's pot, son.
That's weed, babe.
Now, what I wish I would have said at the point was like, how do you know what that means?
Right.
Like, how do you know what that smells like? But I didn't say that. What I did say, and this is 100% true. So I say, what's that smell? And my mom's like, that's pot. And what I immediately said was, don't they know it's illegal?
And then you cried.
Literally cried. Because I was just so like distraught that people would
Where are we?
I was like, people would choose to break the law?
Are we smoking weed here? We gotta go. I bet they're Packer fans.
I was so upset, dude.
Yeah, you were
And
mad.
the next summer, I like went to like a Rush concert with my dad. We walk into the United Center. I'm like, hey, Dad, I can't wait. There's that smell again, Dad. You want me to get an usher? I'll fucking tattle on. Like, I was just super narc.
He's like holding a joint. He's like, oh, we're here to see Rush, aren't we?
Okay, that was the worst Geddy Lee impression.
All joking aside, that sounded just. That's what he sounds like.
Yep. Anyway, so
that's a good one.
I was a sheltered child and I was brought into that situation way too abruptly. I should have had like a pamphlet, read the benefits, that the side effects aren't as bad as what they say. For some reason, I just was like, it's legal. How dare they?
Dude, it's crazy too, because now you never will, because I don't smoke anymore. So it's like I'll never.
I can't ever afford to like lose a job over that kind of
You have
shit.
a good job. You have a really good job. So
yeah, I can't. Like,
that's all we'll say.
I've thought about it at times because there's been people that have like been like, come on, let's do it. And I've been like, I have Steph, both dogs, a mortgage, like way too much on the line to just like have a fun Friday. Like, I can't do it.
Yeah. That's where you and I differ. It's like, I only care about myself. So
there you go. And that's how we're going to end this podcast. Episode 5 in the books. Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it.
Thank you seriously so much for listening. Jordan, I love you, my brother. I love everyone listening. And we'll see you soon.
See ya.